Have you ever heard the story of a football player who was murdered because he scored an own goal in a football game, which made somebody to lose his bet? And the person that lost his bet was very angry for losing his bet and then decided to kill the player. Have you ever heard that story? Now, this is the story of Andres Escobar of Colombia, who was murdered in 1994 at the age of 27. You're welcome to Neblaster TV, where I talk about everything football. Do not forget to like this video, drop a comment, and also subscribe to my channel, guys. Help me to grow this channel. Thank you very much. Now, let's get back to the story. In the year 1994, Colombia were participating in the FIFA World Cup, which was happening in the United States of America. And during the course of the second game, something happened. They were playing the host nation, United States, and during that game, a certain player of the United States in the name of John Hicks crossed the ball into the 18-yard box of Colombia. And while Andres Escobar, who was a center defender, was trying to clear the ball, he mistakenly diverted it into his own net, which caused an own goal, thereby giving United States a 1-0 lead. The game ended 2-1 in favor of United States of America, which left Colombia in a precarious position because they needed to win their last group game against Switzerland and hope that United States defeats Romania for them to progress to the next round of the FIFA World Cup. They got their job done, defeating Switzerland by 2-0, but unfortunately, United States lost to Romania 1-0, which meant that Colombia were eliminated from the 1994 FIFA World Cup at the group stage. Now, at the end of that game, Andres Escobar was so hot, he felt so sorry, and of course, he felt that he contributed to the elimination of his national team from the 1994 FIFA World Cup, thereby coming out with an apology. And according to him, he told the Colombians that he's very sorry for what happened and that life doesn't end here. He also feels so proud to have represented the national team at the FIFA World Cup. But guess what? Somebody somewhere was not just having that apology. At the end of that game, Andres Escobar had so many options on what to do as they were eliminated from the World Cup. He could have gone to Las Vegas to be with his family and relatives. He could have also joined the Colombian television stations who were covering the tournament. But he decided to go back to Colombia to show his face because he felt, okay, I've apologized. So let me go back to my country. At least I know people have forgiven me for what I did. So he went back to Colombia. Now, on the 1st of July 1994, it was an evening, exactly 5 days after Colombia were eliminated from the FIFA World Cup. Andres Escobar decided to go out to have some fun with his friends. There's 3 of his friends. They wanted to do some catch-ups, have some drinks, and of course enjoy themselves. So they went to a particular bar and they sat on a table. While they were sitting on that table, opposite them was another table that had one of the drug barons of Colombia in the name of Santiago Gallon, who was sitting there with some of his peers and of course his friends and some of his boys. So while they were at that bar, some people started shouting, "On goal, on goal, on goal, on goal." That really made Andres Escobar very, very uncomfortable, and he decided to leave the bar and he left his friends there, went into his own car. While he was sitting in his car, he noticed that 3 guys were following him. In fact, they came to his car and they started arguing with him. It was in relation to the on-goal thing that he scored, according to reports. And for Andres Escobar, he was apologizing that it was not intentional, blah, 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 all of that. In the course of that argument, one of the guys pulled up a gun and shot him 6 times. And anytime he shot him, he would always shout, "Goal, goal, goal, goal." So he did that 6 times, and that was it. They left him there in a pool of blood. He was later rushed to the hospital, and Andres Escobar was declared dead 45 minutes later, which was very, very unfortunate. An investigation was actually launched into his death, and the next day, the 2nd of July 1994, a certain Carlos Munoz was arrested in relation to the death, and according to him, he came out to confess that he was the one responsible for the death of Andres Escobar. And when some more investigation was done, they found out that he was the driver and bodyguard of the drug baron Santiago Gallon. And according to him, his boss lost heavily on bets because he said his boss placed a bet on that particular game that Andres Escobar scored on goal in. So because of that on goal, he lost his bet and they got angry. That was why he decided to shoot him. Anyway, he got 45 years in prison. He was later reduced to 26. At the end of the day, he served only 10 years out of that prison term. He was released on good behavior. But it was so unfortunate because that was how Andres Escobar died. Although a former coach of Andres Escobar in the name of Francesco Motorano, he came out in 2013 to say that Andres Escobar was not killed or murdered because he scored an own goal at the FIFA World Cup. He was just at the wrong place at the wrong time. Whatever reason it is, this was how Andres Escobar was murdered right there after a FIFA World Cup tournament. His burial funeral service was so massive. He had a turnout of around 120,000 people who came out to pay homage to him, the last respect. And in 2002, the city of Medellin, where he comes from, unveiled a statue in honor of his memory. So if you didn't know the story, now you know the story of how Andres Escobar, a player of Colombia, was murdered after attending a FIFA World Cup tournament. Do not forget to drop a comment for this video, like this video, and also subscribe for more interesting videos in the world of football. Ned Blaster is my name. See you in the next video.